all the truth about abs. In this video, I will reveal some of my best tricks about abs. How to get a nice and healthy six-pack. You will benefit from my 14 years of coaching, my mistakes and my success, all my experience. But first, you need to understand why only a few people can brag to have a six-pack naturally. Why? Simply because the layer of fat around your belly will be the last one you can get rid of. Therefore, only the best diet will bring you to your final objectives. All the other diets will probably bring you one step closer than you were before, but not to the final destination. Should you trust only the person with the best six-pack? So, if we were talking about health and I was, by example, a smoker, it wouldn't make a lot of sense that I give you advices. On this, I agree. It would be a bit delusional to ask an obese person on how to get the best six-pack. Of course, the people that have already a good six-pack are more trustworthy to tell you how to get yours. But here comes the shades. Many athletes, YouTubers, influencers are under roids. They are juiced up. And besides the steroids, there are some products considered as drugs that can help you to burn more fat. So, perhaps that's what I need, you will tell me. I will only tell you one thing. Most of these products are illegal and they will also shorten your lifetime. There are no shortcuts to your objectives, and remember that the cheaters will pay the price one day or another. You should value your own health and try to preserve it at all costs. To get back to the main topic, I told you all this in order for you to realize that for giving advices, the great advices, is not enough to have a good six-pack. Now that this is clear, let me present you the content of this video. I will tell you what we are designating by saying the core. Knowing exactly what it is will help you to target it with more success. And trust me, you will be surprised to learn about it. Then, of course, I'm going to tell you what are the main functions of the core. Because knowing the three main functions of the core will help you to understand how you should work it. And finally, I will give you the two major tricks in order for you to progress faster in your gains and to prevent hernia. Are you ready? Let's start with the core definition. Before to start working on your abs, I think it's time to talk about theory. Why is it important? Well, understanding how your core is working and what its main function is will definitely help you. It will help you to develop its effectiveness and also to have more control on its transformation. But first, what can we include in the designation core? Number one, abs and its three different muscles. The rectus abdominis, the obliques, and finally the transversus abdominis. The last one being the most important and being referred as the abdominal belt. But is that all? Abs is core, that's true. But is the opposite true as well? Well, no. The core includes other muscles. Like you can guess by its name, you can include in the designation every muscles that participate to your core integrity. And by core, I mean the center of your body. Therefore, you can include the lower back muscles, the spine muscles, and also some muscle in your hips. On top of that, if you consider the three abs muscles covering the front and the side of the body, and you consider the back covering the other side, then altogether it creates a tube. On top of that tube, you have the diaphragm, and at the bottom you have the pelvic floor. All together it creates a box of stability that will be used for all the movement that your body will generate. And that's what we call the core. Like we discovered, the core is way more complex than just considering the abs. But what is its main function? And most of people will answer creating movement, such as standing, sitting up, just doing any sport, walking, running. We can say it's kind of true, but it's not its main function. The first function of your core would be to protect your spine integrity. Yes, your spine is a nature's wonder that can resist up to a few hundred kilos of pressure, but only if the muscles keep its good alignment. A big movement of your spine could result in a damage on the spinal cord and leave you possibly paralyzed. So, therefore, the main function of your core is to protect your spine integrity. After that comes the secondary functions, such as creating movement. By example, flexing or extending your spine. And finally, transferring the stability from your feet to your upper body, or the opposite. When you are playing tennis, where do you think your stability is coming from? From your arms? From your chest? From your abs? Nope. The stability is coming from the floor you are grounded in. And then it's relayed from your feet, from your legs, from your hips, from your core, from your chest, from your shoulder, your arms, your forearm, your hand, and then it goes to your racket and finally to the ball. If your abs are not able to transfer the stability, then it will be lost and you will have no power. The power only comes with stability. Imagine yourself on a soft trampoline and someone push or punch you. Most of the chance that you're gonna fall. Why? Because on a soft floor you have nothing to hold you back. But if someone push you when you have a wall behind your back, there is a big chance that you might be able to push him back even stronger. This is why the stability transfer is very important. Try to never neglect any of the core's function. They are all important. How to train your core. In the previous video, we've learned that the core has three main functions, and therefore it needs to be trained with three different methods. Isometric exercise will help you to protect your spine integrity more efficiently. The crunches exercise will help you to generate movement more efficiently. And finally, the one generating stability and movement will help you to transfer your stability more efficiently. Using these methods will help you not only to have a good looking belly with a ripped six-pack, but also to have a more performing body. Now let's talk about two of the major tricks I'm teaching all my clients. It never fails to surprise them and also to bring them faster results than they ever got before. Let's start with the most important one. Control before speed. This is the number one mistake when we come to abs training. Let's take the example of the sit-ups. Most of the people will take momentum and will only care about the number of reps they are doing. The quality of the movement is far from being a concern. Well, if you want to successfully transform your body, you need to elevate the quality of the move as your top priority. Doing the exercise is not enough. If you want it to produce an effect, you need to have the right focus. Forget the movement and start focusing on your abs. The number of reps you are doing is important, of course, but when you are performing a plank, if you feel your shoulders more than your abs, then you won't get the body you are dreaming of. It's not because you take the position that your abs will automatically get activated. It's not magical. You need to activate them with your own will. Remember that the slower you go, the best you can focus on your abs. And obviously, The more you focus on your abs, the faster they will transform to steel. Now let's continue with another major trick I'm teaching my clients, and that can help to prevent hernia. Don't block your feet. This is the mistake number 2. For the sit-ups or for the crunches, most of people have that tendency to use something to block their feet, such as a sofa or a heater. What they ignore is that blocking the feet will create a lever and use more the muscles on your hips. Therefore, that will work your psoas and inhibit your abs. The thing is that the psoas action is in total opposition to the one from your abs. The stronger your psoas will be, this muscle here, the more it will exert the tilt of your hips to the front and create a pressure on your lower back. On the other hand, the stronger your abs will be, here, these muscles, the less your hips will tilt to the front, so it will keep it straight, and then the better your lower back will feel. Blocking your feet to work on your abs is the best way to develop on a long term or middle term an hernia or just a sciatic pain. That's why I will ask you to promise me you will never do that. Well, I hope you learned many things in this video and it will help you to have faster gains and also to prevent hernia. Because hernia is very common for the people who train their abs every day in a wrong way. The 4 small clips I use in this video are part of the theory advices I'm giving inside my 30-day abs plan. Whatever it's the one for beginners or the one for intermediate. Don't worry, I will still continue to publish some free content on this channel and also some workout video for your abs. But nothing beat a progressive abs transformation challenge based on a progressive content that evolve with you, with all the tutorials for every exercises. It's not the same. But of course, if you want to stay to the free content, don't worry, we're gonna publish a lot of it and I'm quite sure you will like it. Anyway, train hard and take care of yourself.